Hello and let's talk. Welcome to Let's Talk Subs Warming Up. I'm Paul, the guy behind DrivingMaul, and thank you for watching me. So, before I get going, if you're watching live, please feel free to put comments in. If you're watching the replay, then please reply on Twitter, or put your comments down below if you're watching on the YouTube channel. The subs warming up is something that we've talked about on #RugbyChat before. And so I'm going to understand some of the issues. But this weekend, I saw a clip on Reddit from the Stormers versus Lions game. The Stormers bench were warming up in the in-goal area, which we see often at many games nowadays at rugby. The Lions were in their 22. They had a ruck and were looking at clearing their lines. The scrum half turns round and throws the ball into the in-goal area and out of play, straight past a couple of Stormers players who were warming up there. He looks towards the ref and goes, "Hey, mate, look, there was someone there, so I was trying to pass to him," and obviously it wasn't one of his own players. Now, he should be able to assume that anybody back there is one of his players, because it would be offside for the opposition, and clearly there should be no one else on the pitch. So this then comes down to what or how should players warm up prior to coming on to the pitch. And clearly we have to have substitutes being allowed to warm up. From a player welfare point of view, we can't have people with cold muscles running onto the pitch and expected to play at full pelt straight away. That would just be dangerous for players. But also we can't have this situation where we're having off-field people interfering with play. We've seen coaches get censured before for touching a ball as it's kicked out because it stops a quick throw-in, and also for players as well, touching a ball and stopping a quick throw-in. From memory, at a Bath versus someone game, someone got red carded not long ago. So there is precedent around that we don't want external people getting involved in the game but here we have players who are warming up in the in-goal area, and they often warm up, or I think it's probably the rule is they warm up in the opposition's in-goal area, so you don't get confusion of seeing jerseys with each other. I'm assuming when you're attacking and you think there are more defenders than there really are, and it also stops those players from wanting to get involved in a potentially a try-scoring opportunity. So, what are the rules that we need to put in around here? We have to let them warm up somewhere. If you're at something like Eden Park, there is lots of space on the sides of the pitch. It's a multi-purpose stadium. They play cricket there, and clearly there's lots of space around the pitch for players to warm up. They don't have to go and warm up in the in-goal area, but they still do. And I think this is probably a regulation. This is probably where they're told to go and do it. Because we have grounds such as the Rec at Bath, where there is no space around the pitch to warm up. The stands are so close in that the only place where they can go and warm up is where play isn't sort of happening, is the in-goal area. So I'm just wondering whether we have to have some sort of regulations now, or put some sort of rule in that if play enters a 22, all the warming up substitutes have to move to the back of the in-goal area, so they're out of the way, and it can't be mistaken for players in play, or whether we need some sort of rule like that. Personally, to me, common sense says that's what players should be doing. Unfortunately, players nowadays, it's not about common sense necessarily. Not everyone has common sense. Also, one of the things that came out this week was that every single game in Super Rugby had a yellow card this week. Are we over officiating, or are players pushing the boundaries more and more, looking for that advantage? I think part of it is definitely down to players with the new rules around head tackles, head-high tackles. That's definitely leading to more yellow cards, but not to the level that people were suggesting would happen. Where they were saying, "Oh, we're going to with 12 on 12." No, we're not. We are seeing more yellow cards, approximately twice as many as last season, I think it is, in Super Rugby, for example. but we're not seeing them to the extent that other people are suggesting. But is some of that also down to players pushing the boundaries more and being more willing to win at whilst bending or breaking the rules within what is considered to be sort of culturally acceptable? There are definitely rules we say people that we feel people can break, and then the rules that culturally we say we just can't. Such as eye gouging is a rule we say you do not break, whereas being offside repeatedly, especially when it's near your own try line, is acceptable and is considered sort of professional play to try and get an advantage. Now we're seeing some of that also from the players by them hanging around near the try line to just distract the opposition team a bit as well. And we need to get rid of that sort of stuff, personally, I think. And I reckon there needs to be coming a rule now where where any player who is warming up in the in-goal area retreats to the back of the in-goal area if play enters the 22. It sounds like over-officiating. It sounds like it shouldn't be needed. I agree it shouldn't. But if you go on to Reddit and you see this clip, you'll see that these players are not using common sense, are in totally the wrong place during the game. Thank you very much for watching me. Tomorrow I will be back on with my Super Rugby predictions, and the day after I'll be back on with my European Rugby Champions and Challenge Cup predictions as well, so do join me for that. So that you don't miss any of my pieces or videos, please do sign up for my newsletter, link above in Twitter in the title and link below in the notes on YouTube. Thank you very much. Please do share this with your friends, and obviously give it your thumbs up on YouTube. It all helps to get the word out there. Have a great day, folks.